Si no estás aquí. Juntos. Cheers. Yummy. Rico. Woo. Para Henry. Cierto. Los amamos.
What sparked the topic today was a video that I saw going viral on X. And this was a video of a young woman, I'm going to show it later, who was a nanny for a couple in New York. And you can see in the background that it is a nice house. And this woman is stunning. She is probably a 9 on 1 to 10, 8 or 9. Attractive young woman playing with this baby in the kitchen, obviously the primary caretaker. And this is a phenomenon that I have seen across America, where there are many women that are working now, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. But I see that they often choose to work over spending time with their kids. So I started researching the topic. According to Towards Healthcare, the U.S. child care market soared at 59.87 so almost $60 billion in 2023. And it's projected to climb in the U.S. to $88 billion by 2033. So what does this tell us? It could be one of two things. It could be that maybe we can't survive on one income anymore, and that's the only choice. But I've had economists and women that did stay home, and often what I've heard is that the cost of daycare is similar to the cost of childcare. So option 2 is that women would prefer to chase a career rather than be mothers. And I think that if more women were honest, their choices in life would indicate that they don't really want to be mothers. So childcare involves caring for children with their parents or guardians are unavailable. It goes beyond just keeping an eye on them. It includes providing a safe and nurturing environment where children can play, learn, and grow. U.S. childcare can occur in daycare centers, preschools, or an at-home babysitter. The goal is to support the child's development, ensure that they are happy, healthy, and learning new things while their parents are away. The U.S. childcare market is a dynamic and vital component of the nation's social infrastructure. With a growing emphasis on early childhood education and the increasing number of working parents, the demand for quality childcare services has surged in recent years. The blog aims to provide a comprehensive overview of the U.S. childcare market, including key trends, challenges, and opportunities. This is just the projections they have, so it's around 60 million, and the childcare market is going up and up and up. And when I was in the UK, I think this is pretty common there. It seemed like every other person, like their kid was either in daycare or maybe they grew up in daycare. So I want to talk about a concept that I talked about last show. There is a difference between being married and being a wife. Now, I'm going to show you guys the nanny video.
Este es nuestro primer año oficial juntos. Sí, pam. Si no estás aquí. Juntos. Un niño grande y fuerte. No eres un bebé. Ay, no lo puedo creer. Si quieren que les enseñe cómo hago el pudín de chía, les puedo hacer la receta. Es fácil y es delicioso y es saludable. ¿Cierto? Vamos a celebrar que estamos en nuestro. ¿Quién es?
Esta casa.
Cheers. Yummy. Rico. Para Henry, porque es nuestro primer año juntos. Ole rico. Así. Estoy muy feliz. No sé cuánto tiempo vaya a estar con Henry. No, jamás va a tener a gente hasta que yo me muera. ¿Es cierto? Cierto. Los amamos.
Okay, so number one, that baby is so cute. But what came to my mind when I saw this is it goes back to what we talked about last show. Wives are selfless, and they spend their days thinking about others. And when you spend your day on a career, and I understand some people's financial situations, that is what it is. But what I've found to be more common is that people want the bigger house, they want the bigger lifestyle rather than spending time with their children. So this woman is more of a wife oftentimes than the woman that's married because she's the one playing the role. And this, I don't think, is smart. I don't know if it's the smartest thing in the world to have a woman that attractive in your kitchen. And the thing that I thought of was Jennifer Gardner found out about Ben Affleck's affair with their 28-year-old nanny. So Ben Affleck is one of Hollywood's hottest actors in terms of talent and charisma. His ability to embody a character while maintaining his authenticity as an actor is noteworthy. Apart from his roles in many Hollywood blockbusters, he was in the limelight for his tumultuous love life. I know he's with J-Lo now, but this is before. So before marrying Jennifer Lopez, Affleck was in a loving marriage with 13 going on 30 actress Jennifer Gardner. Sadly, after they split, news of his scandal came to light. Back in 2016, his ex-wife, Gardner, opened up about what she knew of his affair. So again, this is a woman that looks like this. I mean, women, do we think we're better than Jennifer Gardner? And the issue she had is she's married, but she wasn't acting like a wife. And what I would see time and time again is many times when men are married, but they don't have a woman that acts like a wife, they tend to step out of the marriage. And it's not necessarily a looks thing. It's that they feel ignored and they don't feel taken care of. And when you invite another woman into your kitchen, doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, we can't really get overly surprised when that happens. It doesn't happen all the time, right? And there are some cases where you may need, it makes sense for a family. But I think the issue you get is when that becomes the kid's primary caretaker. So in a 2016 interview with Vanity Fair magazine, the actress got candid about everything she knew about her ex-husband's alleged affair with the 28-year-old nanny, Christine Anuzawian, a year after her divorce. Before Affleck and Gardner separated, they seemed to have a great marriage. From heartwarming PDA moments to welcoming 3 children, Violet, Sephirina, and Samuel. The couple seemed to have it all together until the tabloids broke news of Affleck's affair. In her conversation with the publication, Gardner clarified one vital piece of information. We had been separated 4 months before I even heard about the nanny. She had nothing to do with our decision to divorce. She was not part of the equation. Gardner's confession insinuated that the two had perhaps had a lot of trouble in paradise, eventually leading to their separation. Furthermore, it suggests that maybe the nanny's alleged intervention was a coincidence. Nevertheless, it was not an easy decision or experience for her family. Gardner emphasized the aftermath of it on her children while shading Affleck, claiming he made bad judgment. Gardner added, "It's not great for your kids for a nanny to disappear from their lives." Her thoughts suggest that perhaps Auzian was pretty close with the children because of how much time she spent with them. Additionally, Gardner pointed out, I have conversations with the children about the meaning of the scandal. So, and this is kind of what you get. And this isn't just nannies, it's daycare, it's even some kids have a hard time with teachers that they're close to. When you have an adult that's spending so much time with the children that that's their primary caretaker, when they leave, a lot of times the kids struggle when they're older with attachment issues. And if you talk to therapists, a lot of them will say that this leaves, I mean, I know how we feel about trauma on this channel. I mean, it's not real, but it's not good for the kids emotionally. And this is just something that I would notice is that, and again, this isn't all, there are very involved wives and mothers out there, but all of the data is indicating that when they're given the choice, they pick the career over their children. I mean, think about how big $60 billion is as an industry. So if many women were brutally honest, I think there's many women that want to be married, but they don't want to put in the work to be a wife. And that doesn't make them bad people. It just means it's not the right role.